Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Melanie and I do food hauls and some other bits and pieces. So I've been to Asda and Tesco. I had to stop myself then because I used to go to Aldi. I mean, I'm saying it like I've not been for years. I've only missed a few weeks, but yeah, I've not been today again. Now the receipts are in the other room. I'm tired. Like, this shopping's been out about an hour and a half, maybe a bit longer. But I'm so mentally and physically drained because just neighbour issues harass me all the time, causing me distress. The police not helping me, but it is going to come out. I am going to be talking about it publicly. Maybe not on here, but I will be. So I am very stressed out. So I plan to go and sit down for half an hour. Sat there for much longer because I'm just so drained in every single way possible. I have done some bits and pieces, but I definitely need to do this. It is going to be 2 parts again. Basically, the chill stuff's in the fridge. So from memory, and I will write it in the description how much the shopping cost, but from memory it was 70 something, and from Tesco, and around 30 from Asda. I forgot to actually scan the Asda app to get the points. I mean, £30 won't get me much, but everything counts. I was just so stressed out and wanting to get out of the shop and get home. I mean, not that living on the street's nice, but I wanted to get home. So I did forget. But in Tesco, I was actually just started to check out my shopping on the self checkout, and one of the workers came up to me and he's like, "Have you got a club card?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Can we use it over here?" And I went over and I scanned it for this guy and he got £9 off. I think it was off a bottle of whiskey, by the way, because he had whiskey and a couple of other things, and he's like, "Oh, you've just saved me £9. But I ended up getting 60p worth of points. So do you know what I mean? Even if I didn't get points, if I can give someone a discount just because I've got a club card and they don't, then I'll happily do it, because why not save? Do you know what I mean? So there are a few things missing. I got free ready meals. It's free for £7 actually, because last week I got, do you know the cheaper range that they do? I can't remember the brand of it, but if you've watched the video, I think it was part 2. And it weren't much cheaper, by the way, but it looked very similar in quality than the Tesco branded stuff, and it probably is the same stuff but with different labels on. But doing that, it came to a similar amount to what I've just paid for the free of the Tesco brand for £7.50. So there's the jacket potato with chilli missing, apparently, because I got that last week. Apparently that was really good, like surprisingly good. I also got them a ham hock in mustard sauce and something, maybe creamy mash, and the third thing was liver and bacon. So I think the £3.25 each, or £7.50 for free. So actually that works out really well. And their lunches, and also there is a Stilton and broccoli Tesco soup missing, which will be for 2 meals. I think that's the only things that I'm missing, because I haven't got as much today. I was like I said, I'm going through 3 years of harassment and crime against me, but I will be talking about that because the police have caused me so much distress about it, and been abusive to me at times, unfortunately, and I can prove that. So I was trying to write my shopping list and I just couldn't think. And like, if you watch my videos, you'll know I typically will get like something that I can do quickly, whether it's in the air fryer or the oven. I forgot that. I didn't get fries. I always get fries. I haven't got enough meals for the week. I haven't got enough sparkling water, but I'll talk to that. Well, flavoured sparkling water, but I'll talk about that when I get to it. But other than that, I believe everything that isn't chilled, I mean, some of the, well, I do put my veg in the fridge, it lasts longer, but I think everything else is here. So I got the kettle potato chips because they were on offer for £1.50. I knew it said £3.50 then. Now, they wouldn't have got bought at that price. And I think they're normally £2.50, which shocked me. I never ever paid that for them, but I know everything's gone up, but I would not pay that unless I really, really, really wanted them. But I do regret not getting the salt and vinegar squares. I think I've got 1 packet left, because I should have got these and the salt and vinegar squares, because I still would have had some left for the week after, and I could have like had whatever I fancied that day, because now I've got them, I want salt and vinegar crisps. I got 2 packs of Panadol, the £1.40 in Tesco, £2 in Asda, so I've saved £1.20. I don't know why Asda's so much more money. Got these last week, I've got them again. What did I have on them last week? I can't even remember. Was it turkey? Because Asda doesn't seem to have chicken. So yeah, basically the same thing. Although on the 4th one, what did I have? It weren't chicken. It might have been something else. I don't know. tuna, chicken. Oh no, I did. No, I don't know what I did on the third one. Fourth one, can't remember. 4 of the large brown wholemeal baps. I think there's 2 or 3 left. These aren't for me, but if I wanted one, I could, because there's 3 left as well. So we've not had bread for a couple of weeks. I think both of us are not. Well, I don't eat much bread anyway. I absolutely love bread, and I used to have bread a lot, and then I cut down on it, and I'd only allow myself to have it so many days a week. I can't remember how many days I cut it down to, which was hard. But I cut down on loads of things, and not just to lose weight or anything like that. It was just because I wanted to be a bit more healthy, and I felt eating loads of bread wasn't good for me. But I love bread. I'd happily have toast for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, and like toast in the evening. I would happily do that, and I've not done that for years and years and years. I don't think I did that much, but I do love a good sandwich, and I love toast. But you know, I don't particularly eat much bread. But there's like, I might go for like weeks and weeks and weeks from not having any bread, like sliced bread, and then I might want toast for 3 days in a row or 4 days, but that's fine. But anyway, that's why I personally don't get bread. But if I want bread, I'll have it. Like, you know, it's not a problem. I don't have to not have it, but I just, like, I restricted myself. And like, pasta, I was only allowed it once a week, but then again, pasta makes me really full and uncomfortable. So these were on the club card offer. They were 99p instead of whatever it was. I can't remember. I did look at the receipt, but I am just, like I said, I'm mentally drained. I can't think. I don't know if they're going to be any better than the Asda ones. The Asda ones are on offer for the last couple of weeks anyway. I don't know why. I got a bag of carrots because we need carrots and I need them for a recipe I'm doing. I'm doing 2 different recipes from Taming Twins this week. She's got 4 meal plans up at the moment, and they're like budget weeks. But every meal in the budget plans, the things that are already on her website, she's not made new meals. So some of these things I've had before. So I'm not doing it because they're cheaper meals. I'm doing it because it's the latest meal plan and I've looked on it and I'm like, if there's something I like, I'll make. So this week I will be having 4 meals in total. There's going to be 8 made, but someone else is going to have 2, and they're going to have 2 as lunches, or if they don't want them as lunches because they might have enough lunches, they'll be frozen so that whoever wants them. But I'm going to make chicken fried rice, which I've had before by it, and I do have some of the ingredients anyway, which I was glad about. And I'm going to have this sticky beef mince thing. Can't remember what it's called. It might be in this week's recipe plan or last week's, can't remember. But I've never had that one before, but I've had the chicken fried rice, and you need, it says put 3 carrots, and it says you want 300 grams. If they're tiny carrots, they're not going to weigh 300 grams, so I've just got a bag because I love carrots anyway. I got these eggs because I needed eggs. We've got eggs in the fridge, but they've passed the date. But obviously if you put them in water and they sink, they're okay, or is it they float? Anyway, I need to Google that before I tried it. But I got some extra eggs anyway. Now there was a few. Do you know what? Tesco do a good range of eggs. Like Asda don't do like great ones. Like they do good ones, but they don't do loads of different types. If you go in Tesco, they've got cheap ones and they've got quite expensive ones. And there was 2 other ones that caught my eye. Both of them were on an offer, but I've wanted to get these for a while because I just love that they're white, but I know they bleach them to get them white. I can't even pick an egg up. I don't know what's wrong with me. But that's how they get them white. But I was just like, do you know what? I've wanted to get these for a while. I know you can get them in Tesco. Not seen them anywhere else. So I'll get them. I now need to make sure that I eat these eggs and not waste them. These were on offer for £1. I think this is my favourite Rivita, but Asda don't do it, and I've been getting, when I've had it, I mean, I'm next to that drawer. Is there any in the drawer? Do you know what? I forgot to get Durley. That was another thing that I would have. Oh, there's some in the drawer. I'm going to have to eat them. They are open. Yeah, sesame seed, which I do like, but I think my all-time favourite ones are the multigrain, but I've not had them in a couple of years because, like I said, they're not in Asda. So when I spotted them, I was like, I'm going to get them, but I still think I've got an open packet in the drawer, so I hopefully won't open them yet. 6 luxury soft coconut oil toilet rolls. Soreen, these were on offer. I think they were £1.25. All the flavours were on offer, but they didn't have strawberry because I feel like I would have gone for strawberry or apple. I do like the original, by the way, but I do like to change things up. Otherwise, I'd probably get the original one all the time. Green beans because it's going in the beef mince thing that I'm making. Oh, is it going in? Actually, I might have had this beef mince thing before because I think I remember, unless it's another recipe that she does, I remember I forgot to get fresh green beans, and I always used to have frozen beans in the freezer, green beans. I don't at the moment. I used to go through them like crazy. I used to get them from Asda for like 60p a bag. They're probably not that anymore for a frozen bag, but yeah, I got them because I spotted them and they were only 80p or something. And for some reason I expected them to be more money because I've not bought them for ages. I got a pack of limes from Tesco. By the way, we're on the Tesco shopping at the moment because it said that it's price matched to Aldi, which it was, $1.19 for 5. They were on offer. I did take one for the dog walk. I was meant to eat it, didn't. No wonder I felt really weird when I got off the dog walk, really lightheaded. Some tomatoes. I don't know if they've used them all, but they did ask for some. I forgot to get some with the originals. I didn't get any last week either. They asked for some, but I feel like there's some in the fridge, so I hope they don't get wasted. This is what I had when I got home, because I had an energy drink. By the way, there's a Monster energy drink somewhere. It's the green one. No, it's the mango one. Is that in a green can? Or I imagined that. I can't remember. I'm sure it's a green can. I had that and the Monster. I mean, I really do need to eat now anyway. It's 20 to 7. So one of the recipes has got... Oh, it would be the chicken fried rice. And I've been using the cheapest rice you can get. I had the Aldi one and I've got the Asda one on the go. And yeah, it's like 40 or 50p. The quality is not as good as the next price up. I think this was 120. You can see from how that looks. I mean, I'm not going to go and get the bag out the cupboard, but there is a difference in how it looks because this was next to Tesco's cheapest one. I can't remember how much that was. It might have been 60p or something. And you could see a considerable difference in how the rice looked. And when I've had that rice, when it's been like, I had it in something the other week. I can't remember what recipe it was now. But it was one of the main ingredients. It just went all stodgy, the rice. So that's why I wanted to get this, because obviously chicken fried rice has rice in it and it's going to be reheated as well because it's 4 meals, so we're not going to have 4 meals at once. So that's why I got the higher quality rice. Yeah, the other one's good enough if you're just having plain rice and you're not mixing it in with something, but I wanted to get a better rice, so that's why I got that, even though I do have rice on the go. Now, I nearly forgot to get these because I actually used 2 tins up in the cowboy pie. By the way, I made cowboy pie and it is lovely, but I should have got 2 packs of mash. I remember thinking it in the shop, I need to get a second one, but I couldn't remember because at that Tesco, there's no internet signal. It's impossible to get online, basically. So I had to remember the recipe off, like, by trying to remember it. And I did forget baked beans. But luckily, I always have 2 in the cupboard unless we've used some, which is very rare these days. I can't remember ever having Tesco's own. I must have done at some point, but I'm basically placing Aldi beans with Tesco's. And for some reason, it says new. Oh, new recipe. I thought it said new in. No, that you've always had your own brand. So I was walking up that section, and I was just looking because I knew I hadn't wrote enough on the shopping list, but I couldn't remember what I wanted because I'm so stressed out. And I saw them. I was like, oh yeah, I need them. She had them last week. She still got some. She really likes them. And I got her the same dental ones. I was going to get the joint ones because they're bigger. And I picked them up. Then I put them down and put these up. I don't know why. Now we're on to Asda. So last week I got 2 packets of these because basically 1 packet isn't enough. But I've still got about 4 in the second packet. So 2 packs is too many, but 1 isn't enough. So I'm probably going to have to buy 2 packs every other week or something. The coffee sachets have gone up to full price in Tesco, and Asda only the vanilla, something mocha and something else, toffee nut, is on offer. So I couldn't get caramel unless I paid full price, which I didn't want to do, so I got vanilla. I think I'm still on vanillas. I think I've got 1 caramel left and I've got some vanillas left. Dairy Milk little bars. My body lotion. I mean, this is one of my favourites. It's normally £10, but it's £5 today. That's why I got it. Most of my body lotions have run out. Sometimes I'll get body lotions and like it'll get down to the last bit, or it'll be getting low and I'll think, oh, it's going to run out before next week, so then I'll get another one. And then sometimes I'll start the new one straight away, and then I'll end up with like enough like for 2 uses left. So this week I've been using the ones, like I've got about 5 with about 1 or 2 uses in, so I've been using them up. And today I was like, I've got to get a body lotion. So when I looked in Tesco, there was there was some stuff reduced, but none of the ones that I use. and they weren't reduced massively. And I wanted, if I was going to get something, I wanted to have something that I've had before that I know I'm going to like. Because the problem is, if I did pick something up I've not had, even if it's reduced, if I didn't like it or it wasn't, because I do have dry skin, if it wasn't hydrating enough, it'd be a waste of money. So when I saw that in Tesco they didn't have anything I liked or would use, I was like, oh, I hope there's something on offer in Asda. If not, I'm going to have to get something full price, but it'll be something I've had, but something that's not £10, because this is it's worth £10, but if I can get an offer, I'll get an offer. But obviously I got there and there was nothing that I liked. I would get something full price, but it probably wouldn't be this. But that is really, really good. I highly recommend that. These were the cheapest lettuces. I didn't want to get an iceberg, even though I could have 30p off, because it takes up a lot more room in the fridge. So that's why I got that. 2 packs of the sticks. I think she's got 1 stick left, so 1 pack wouldn't have been enough. I mean, but anyway, I need ginger puree for one of the recipes. I always had ginger puree, don't have any in. Must have not had any. I must have not needed any for a while. This was £1 in Asda. I'm sure when I'm getting it from Tesco Aldi it's about 80p, but then again it could have gone up. Mine's almost run out, and it's really annoying me, because it's got a dent in the middle across like a line, and it's really squeezed quite close together, and I'm struggling to get the stuff out that's really high up, and I'm having to get a knife in, but I can't get the knife up because it's so squeezed together and it's really tough plastic. So somehow I might have to cut it apart to get the remaining bit out, and that's what annoys me about this. And they don't do the jars in Tesco Asda, but they do in Tesco, but it was full price in Tesco, and I thought, well, I'll see if it's on offer in Asda, but I couldn't check on my phone. So I've basically relied on being able to get a vegan mayo in Tesco Asda. But if this was full price, but I had to get one because that's running out, but I can't get the rest out. So somehow I'm going to have to get that out. But they don't do the jar, because the jar's going to be ideal, because this bottle that this is in, it's too thick. It then somehow gets stuck together in the middle, like it ends up with a bend in it for some reason, probably from trying to squeeze some out. So the bottle needs changing. It's rubbish. I wouldn't recommend that, but I do recommend vegan mayo. 7 bananas, bunch of 6 and 1 loose one, and then I got those because they are going through more than 1 bag a week, and I might want some. I refuse to get Vanish if it's not on offer, and it's not been on offer for ages because Vanish has gone up as well. So I was using, is it Astonish? I've had it a couple of times. It's £2 a tub. Then I spotted this. I've had this before, and I've been looking out for this the last couple of times. I've actually got, what's it called? Stain remover. If Vanish is not on offer, I would get this. Now, obviously, it's not as good as Vanish, and Vanish I don't use as much as it tells you to use, because you basically don't need to. But with this, I do use the amount that it tells you, sometimes slightly more, because it's not as good, but it does work, but I don't think it works as well. Anyway, so I was going to get the Astonish. I picked it up. It's £2, and then I saw this. I was like, oh, I've wanted this for a while. They only normally have the white one in, which they still have the one for whites in. And I looked at the price per kilogram, because the Astonish one, I can't remember the size of it. I got rid of the, I've got the tub. Hold on a sec. Sorry for covering you up, but I was leaning across the dog. So this is, I mean, it's empty. 28 washes. What is it? 625 grams for £2. This is, I think it's more than a kilogram, or it might be just, no, it's over a kilogram from memory. Oh no, it's a kilogram. And that was 2 something. I can't remember the price, but when you looked at if you look at the price thing, if you look at the price per kilogram, this was considerably cheaper per kilogram, so that's why I got that. And I've actually opened it because I'm waiting to put the washer on, but until I film this, I can't put it on because you'll hear the washer, because part 2 is going to be filmed after I've eaten. And that's another thing, I would have something to put in the air fryer. I don't. Luckily for me, I've got a bit more chicken than I needed for the recipe that I'm doing, so I'm going to have chicken fajitas. Luckily for me. I'm using, what am I using? Oh, golden orchid. Is it called gold orchid or golden? Gold orchid. Absolutely love it. It's my all-time favourite. Wasn't on offer, I don't believe. This is from Tesco, by the way. This is everything else. Oh, not everything after this is Asda. No, I'm getting really confused. This is from Tesco. I did actually pick up Tesco's own and started sniffing them. And there was one that I liked the look of, and I looked at the price, and it was actually new in that set, and I might have to get that because I did like that one. And I looked at the price, and then I started to look around at the shelf. And by the way, I've said this before, my Tesco is not a Tesco superstore, it's just a Tesco. It's not a Tesco Express, it's like a small supermarket, but obviously bigger than an Express, but it's nowhere near the size of a superstore. Like, it's a small shop, so the range of things is not great. But they did have a good range of conditioners. And I mean, my Asda's not a superstore either. It's a nightmare. Like, the nearest superstores are miles away. So I did smell some others, and I was looking at the prices. I almost got like a few different ones. Like, I kept picking them up, like, oh, I've had that before, I like it. I tried some that I've not had. I was like, oh, I like that. And then I saw this, and this is my second favourite. Strawberry Lily. This is gorgeous. I mean, if you've not tried it, definitely smell it when you go to the shop. And Gold Orchid. Ruby Jasmine's gorgeous as well, but I've not had that in ages. Do they still do it? So I got this. I think it was $2.90, $2.85, $2.90. And then when I was in Asda, they had the smaller version, which Tesco don't have, and the small version's quite reasonably priced actually. But obviously the bigger works out better value overall. And then they had this size, and I think it was 5p difference. Like, that was 5p more. It was either 5p or 10p more in Asda. So I did save a little bit, and at least I got it in Tesco because I forgot to scan my app at Asda, so I wouldn't have got any points anyway. But I've just put some of that in the washer, even though mine hasn't run out. I wanted that in. So I've got 4 of these. They've gone back up to full price. I can't remember what they are, 75p. Which, if I went to Aldi's are still 58 or 59, so it does work out better to go to Aldi, but I've not been. Maybe I should go and just stock up on things like this. But when I went to Asda, I like to get 2 of the apple and mango. Guess what wasn't in stock? Half the shelf, not even joking, it weren't just the apple and mango, half the shelf was missing. So I'm now 2 drinks down, so I'm going to have to go to the shop one way or another. Just spotted something else. Got this in Tesco. I couldn't remember the name of Tesco then. I think it's $1.25. Remember when you used to get them for £1 on offer, but I don't know what's in my toilet currently. My toilet, we have 3 toilets. You probably know that, I've probably said it before. I used to get this one all the time, and there's another one that I like, but this is the one that I used to get predominantly. If you've watched me long enough, you'll probably remember. So this is to replace what's in, because I always try to get something in advance, because I think the one that I've got's probably got a couple of weeks left in it. And I got that in one of these hauls recently, so you'll know which one it is, because I cannot remember, but I think it's one that I don't typically get. I might have even got it in Aldi. And then these in Tesco are £4, in Asda £2.50, but there was no orange ones. The orange is my favourite. This is not the tastiest, I'll be honest. I don't hate it, like I'd have it, but I wouldn't choose it over the orange. Like, the orange I'd have 10 times over this. But I even, like, because it's on the bottom shelf, I even got down and like, made sure there was definitely none down there. So that's why I've got these, and it's £1.50 cheaper. I know at one point these did go up to £3.50. They are expensive. If they do start putting them up, I will try to find where they are cheapest and get a couple packs at a time. Because the 4 should last me the week. I've got a couple on the go. I mean, I think I've got 3 on the go, and if I put them all together, they probably wouldn't make a full bottle, but I think I've got enough to get me through the week. I have it before dog walks, so if I walk her from the house, and I know this is a bit, like, you know, I have about 20 to 25 mouthfuls, because the husky drags me. We're up and down hill. She's dragging, like, really dragging. Like, it's taxing. If you're walking her for an hour and a half, it's taxing. So just before I go, I'll have 20 to 25 mouthfuls, and then it kicks in like 20-30 minutes in, and it does help. Like today, I don't walk from the house on Fridays typically. I go somewhere and it's off-road, or lots uphill, like really uphill in the woods, very hilly, very tiring. And on Fridays I don't drink as much because I'm rushing around the shops and everything. So, and today I drank less than last week, so I was really feeling it. Got to the dog walk, and typically a Friday I could go through one of these. I haven't today, but I will drink at least half to 3/4 of the bottle before the walk, and I'll finish it off typically when I get back to the car. But today I didn't drink much of it when I got back to the car, and I'd say there's maybe a third left. So today, drank far less than normal. But I could tell, because also before I went, I did have a coffee. And you'll see the coffee I had when I do the next part, because the other one's in the fridge chilled. And me having that coffee definitely helped, because the first bit of the walk is up one of the toughest hills. And it was much easier than yesterday when I did it, when I thought I was going to die trying to get up the hill. I'm not even exaggerating, I was exhausted. I don't know how I got up the hill. But today it was 10 times better, and I put it down to having a coffee half an hour-ish before. So I might have to do that on a Fridays going forward. But that's just took me nearly half an hour to get to. If you've got to the end, well done. I doubt anyone's got to the end. But I also did get, I'll show you actually, this Ice Valley. I've put one in the fridge. I need to put more in. I ran out this week. I almost completely ran out of water this week. But there was 2 days when I didn't drink enough because of the stress of where I live. Like seriously didn't drink enough. Like I should have had at least 3 more of these on both days. If I would have done that, I would have run out of water probably the end of Tuesday. But because I didn't drink enough on 2 days, I can't remember what days it were, I had enough, because I also had 1.5 litres of Highland Spring in the fridge, and that's what I ended up with, the Highland Spring. So luckily for me, or maybe not luckily, because you're supposed to drink enough because it's good for you. And there is a husky here. Would you like to say hello? Yeah? And yes, she has 2 coloured eyes. And no, it's not unusual. I have had some nasty comments. Someone said that my dog's got an eyesight problem. No, it's a very common feature in huskies to have 2 coloured eyes. It's more rare to have a husky with 2 blue eyes or 2 brown eyes. Because, and the reason why huskies have blue eyes is a little bit of a lesson for you, is because they don't have the pigment that makes colour. Like they typically don't have the pigment or enough of the pigment to make brown eyes. So that's why huskies have blue looking eyes generally. So obviously she had some pigment because it's made a brown eye and a blue eye. And what I say is, I say she has an eye colour for each of her personalities. She's got a cute little I'm cute and loving side, and then she's got a I'm a husky, I'm going to ignore everything you say, I'm going to chew stuff up, I'm going to pull you and drag you everywhere and make you look an idiot on walks. So she does have an eye colour for each of her little personalities, and I love that. Do you know what, I actually chose her because of the 2 eye colours. Well, not just because of the 2 eye colours, but she was the dog that I was drawn to, and I loved that she had 2 eye colours. Now typically it's normally the other way around, brown and blue, but she's got, blue and brown, she's got brown and blue. But I love that she's got, when you look at her, it's brown on my left and blue on the right. But yeah, I've had a couple of nasty comments. People have 2 different coloured eyes, like, and it's rare for people to have that. So just because you see something that's not what you class as normal, you know, it doesn't mean that it makes them any less. There's still, like, you know, expensive dogs to buy and look after, and they still take up all your time because they want 24-hour attention. But yeah, nothing wrong with having 2 coloured eyes, and people need to be less narrow-minded, and I think it makes her more beautiful that she's got her 2 eyes to match her little personalities. And she's right next to me, because would you like a tomato? I'll tell you what she would eat. A cucumber, not potatoes. She's not too keen on. She'd probably eat the green beans as well. And she'd eat the eggs, wouldn't you? Yeah. So anyway, on that note, if you have any questions, I'd like you do. If you got to the end without falling asleep, well done. But if by any miracle you've got any questions, or you've got any food suggestions or things you might think I would like based on what I've shown, then please let me know down in the comments. If you're new to my channel, or you watch videos but you're not subscribed, why you're not subscribed, but please subscribe anyway, and also press the notification button, and then you'll get an alert when I do upload. I hope you all have a fantastic week, and thank you so much for following. Thank you for following, but thank you for watching as well.